Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's show. Remember, follow me on Instagram at The Jesus Show NTO. You can find me on Facebook, The Jesus Show, not that one. You can find me on TikTok at The Jesus Show, not that one. YouTube, type in The Jesus Show, not that one, and email me your questions, comments, and concerns. Try that again. The Jesus Show NTO at gmail.com. All right. I'm currently in Anaheim, California. I'm here for work, but I picked up this kind of atrocious trip because I had a longer layover here in in Anaheim, and I wanted to meet Fleur and Woody's baby, Emmett, so I picked it up. First day wasn't too bad. Today was the easiest of the 4 days. This is day 2. Tomorrow I have 4 flights, and the last day I have 3, but I start with a short deadhead, like an hour, 15-minute deadhead, so hopefully I'll be able to sleep on that. But anyways, I digress. But yeah, I'm very excited to meet Emmett, so that's why I'm all dolled up. You can't really tell, but I am. This week is going to be a Jesusito because last week I almost did an hour. The week before, I did over 50 minutes, even though it was only audio because my video got all messed up. So this week I figured, why not just make it a really short episode? But there is a couple things that I do want to touch on. First off, have you guys seen the show on Netflix called Survival of the Thickest? If you haven't, go watch it now. I watched it. I loved it. I can't remember how many episodes it was, but it was great. Mostly, I loved it because my buddy Tone Bell, is in the show. He plays the best friend, and his role in the show, his character is funny, but it also shows Tone's acting ability. Not only can he be funny, because we all know he's funny, but it shows his serious side. And if you haven't seen his other show on Netflix called Disjointed, it was 2 parts, and he played a security guard at a cannabis store. The first part, I think it was like 7 episodes. The first 7 episodes, he played a very serious character. His character was struggling with PTSD. He was in the war. He was in the army. I think his character was in Iraq. He came back and tried to find a regular job. So he gets a job at a cannabis store. And his character is real serious. Kind of like some jokes here and there, but more serious in what he's dealing with. And then they had him smoke weed. And then he was funny. But I feel like they kept dumb down his character. That kind of irritated me. Because he spent the first 7 episodes building his character, and you start getting involved. And then I feel like the moment he started smoking weed, they had his character just kind of be just goofy and totally the opposite of what it started out to be. But I don't know. Anyways, if you haven't seen that show, that's a really good, funny show. But this one, Survival of the Thickest, on Netflix, watch it. The first season is out already. It's been out for a while now. And they just got picked up for season 2. So I'm excited about that because the first season is I want to say, I mean, even the first episode, when I saw the first episode, I was hooked. And then you watch the second episode and you want to see what's going to happen. And then you see what's happening. And then you wonder what's going to happen. And the show just keeps getting better and better and better. From Tone's character to everybody else's character. It's a really good show. You guys should really check that out. Again, Survival of the Thickest on Netflix. Take a gander. Also, something else I wanted to... Oh, have you guys seen... Okay. I feel like this is kind of outside of the realm of things I talk about. But have you guys been following Britney Spears? I don't follow Britney Spears. I don't follow her just because I don't know, I just don't. But I do see her stuff on the internet, on Instagram. And man, I mean, this poor girl. I remember when everybody was talking about free Britney, free Britney. Her dad had her in a conservatorship. I think it's called a conservatorship, where he was controlling all her money, all kinds of decisions that he was taking care of, and she wasn't in control. Now looking back, I think to myself, clearly the way her dad was doing it wasn't the way to do it. But to completely take her off that and have her running around with no supervision, that's wild. She'll post, there was a video of her dancing with knives. And just the shit she does. I think to myself, and granted, my opinion means dick. But in my opinion, oh, girl's not doing good. She is like, she clearly needs some help. I mean, definitely therapy. And I don't know if she's in therapy. She could be in therapy. I don't think so. But I mean, I hope she gets the help she needs, because damn, this chick is a little out there. Did you guys hear about Messi and the whole Hong Kong debacle? Can I call it a debacle? Yeah. Issue debacle. During the preseason, I want to say maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Inter Miami was traveling around the world, playing in different spots, playing in different countries, playing different teams. One of the reasons is because now Inter Miami have Messi as one of their players, and obviously everybody wants to watch the greatest player in the world play, right? One of their tour stops was Hong Kong. Well, they go play in Hong Kong, and Messi doesn't play. The reasoning behind it was he was hurt. And there's no reason to think that he wasn't hurt. You know, these players play games, they get hurt. Messi's getting a little older. It could also be that they were protecting him because he maybe had a slight discomfort. And if I was the manager, I would think to myself, well, if he's a little injured, I don't want him to get even a little bit more injured because of the start of the season. starts this weekend. So why would I sacrifice the greatest player in the world to go play a friendly that means absolutely nothing? I wouldn't do it. If I was a coach, I would have done exactly what Tata, the coach for Inter Miami, did, and sit him down. Sit him down. They had an open practice, so fans went. I don't know how many, but whatever the stadium was, I think they sold out the stadium just to watch him practice. Granted, practice and playing in a game are two different things. But also playing in a game that doesn't mean anything. Like I'm not a fan of. I mean, I've seen preseason MLS games. And I've mostly seen them because when I watch them, maybe a couple guys on the team, I know them, so I watch them. Or one of my friends is playing, so I watch it. But just like if I pick two teams that I have no ties to, I really don't. I'm not a fan of watching it. I won't watch it. I'm not even a fan of watching, like Manchester United versus the LA Galaxy. Real Madrid versus, the LA Galaxy. Real Madrid versus Manchester United on their American tour. To me, I really don't see the point on watching a game like that. Now, will I ever watch a game like that if somebody were to tell me, like if somebody were to invite me to go, like, hey, we're all going to go, come with, yeah, I'll go. But I'm not going to be excited about it because it's an exhibition match. I think I understand. I guess I should say I understand the point of them as preseason to warm up, to get ready for a season. I understand that more than during a season. During the season, I think it's a stupid fucking thing. Wow, what am I trying to say? It's fucking stupid to have an exhibition match during your season. But I also understand that there's European clubs who are preparing for their season, and then you have MLS teams who are in the middle of their season because for some reason we can't get on the same page with the rest of the world. And to be honest with you, I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing or bad thing. We've never done it the European way, so I can't say, oh, that worked out better. I know there's a lot of analysts that say, I know there's a lot of analysts that will tell you doing it the European way is the best way to do it. It's better because of X, Y, Z. I really don't know. Again, the whole maybe and if, that's a game anybody can play. But until you do something, especially in sports like that, you don't really know. Because, I mean, same thing with sportscasters that sit there and go, oh, this team's going to win today. And then they don't. It's like, well, you can talk about what may happen in the game. I mean, some people like that, I guess. I don't. I'd rather just watch the game and then talk about what happened after. Because then you're actually talking about something that happened. Something that's tangible, I guess. Instead of the what if, and you're just, for an hour, you're going, well, this team might win, this team might win, this team might win. Well, this person can have a huge game. And then the game happens, and then the team loses, and then the guy you were talking about, or the person you were talking about, does dog shit in the game. So, whatever. Wow, I glossed over the Hong Kong thing. My bad. Yeah, anyways. So Messi didn't play. He sat. And then the next day or two, they went to Japan and played. And he played there. So then the Hong Kong government and people were pissed and are demanding money back and sanctions to be put against Inter Miami. I mean, that's part of sports. Just because you want something doesn't mean you're going to get it. And for them to piss and moan like that, I think is fucking stupid. He didn't play. That's it. I think going into it, but I also think that going into it, I think they were told he was going to play. I think that's what it was. So I can understand that people are a little upset, but also like, hey man, shit happens. Messi put out an apology video, I think today or yesterday. Which I get it. I know I'm assuming he doesn't want to piss anybody off, but also I think to myself, like, who the fuck cares? That's your decision. That's the decision that you and the coach made and you and the team made, and that's it. You don't owe anybody a fucking explanation. You're the greatest player in the world. For them, for that country, for that stadium to even have you there for 5 minutes, that should have been enough, but whatever. Also, real quick, last thing, they, in soccer, I think for next season, in Europe, I think it is, they want to try out a blue card in soccer, which would give a 10-minute, whoever does it, so if a player commits a serious foul, an intentional foul, an egregious foul, which is up to the referee, or is talking shit to the ref and the ref doesn't like it, he can give him a blue card. So it's not a yellow because then you're not on a warning, from my understanding. It's not a red because then you're not thrown out of the game. But it's like a penalty in hockey. You get a blue card and then you're supposed to stay off the field for 10 minutes. So the other team is playing with a man advantage for 10 minutes. Now, I don't know if the other team scores, if you're able to get back on. I don't know. I heard that idea and I thought it was dog shit. I was like, why the fuck are you... I don't know. I feel like these people are trying to improve the game, but they're doing it in just stupid ways. Instead of improving the game, they're like complicating the game and just making it like, I don't know, dumber. I don't like the blue card. It's fucking stupid. Anyways, that's really all I want to talk to you guys about this week. Like I said, I wanted to make it a short episode for you guys. So if you guys haven't listened to the other 2 episodes, go do that. Go watch last week's episode. And yeah, I'm going to go meet Emmett. So I'm pretty excited. And I will see you guys next week.